It is 10 o'clock in the morning of the 12th, which is a Wednesday. And I am in, what's the name? Grafton, Wisconsin. I've noticed when at this part, when I get north of Milwaukee, you find a lot of neat, I don't know, it's hard to show the scenery right now, but it's definitely a pleasant place to see. I've arrived. Let me show you what I can see here. This will be kind of, here, let me get out of here. It's sprinkling a little bit, not too much right now. I'm on a hill, if you can kind of judge the angle of attack here. So I'm uphill. That's kind of deceptive, you can't see that, and as I face that way, I'm trying to look as level as I can so you can see how it kind of drops down. So I'm on the side of a hill and still tarped, and they want me to stay tarped until I get in. And this is the dock I'm backing into. I've already checked in, and they're finishing up loading that guy, and I suppose he'll be going out that way because there is that sign right there that says don't bring trucks that way. So I'm temporarily parked at the best location I can think of. This may be deceptive right now because the end of my trailer is actually on this side of the nose of that truck, so he can get out and make the turn. But if it makes them feel more, their driveway is kind of odd because it's kind of got a the yellow lines are not actually parallel. They actually come closer together as you come out, which is kind of funny. So the driver may actually want to come up a little bit before he turns, so I may pull forward if that's what he needs me to do. Not an issue, but then I will back in, untarp, unstrap, and then they'll unload me, which is fine with me. I could probably get away with untarping right now, but the skies have been drizzling, raining, and then having other issues. I received a call from my new fleet manager, who is not who I originally thought it was going to be. And I guess what I mean by that is my fleet manager, when I initially started, I started with the training fleet manager and then got transitioned over to the one out of Madison where I work. Well, my previous fleet manager went to a different division to be a fleet manager. So I knew I was getting a new one, and I heard, and it is true, that my training fleet manager did cross over into, I guess, what you would call a regular fleet manager. And that's who I thought I was going to get as the replacement, but apparently it's this other gentleman who I have worked with before, a really nice guy, and I find it agreeable. Does that make sense? Anyway, it's odd, you know, it is Wednesday, and I'm in, near Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Traditionally, I'd get another load that would take me kind of like away from home, and I think the market is a little bit soft for transportation of goods for some reason this last couple months, which has been summertime, because and the reason I say that is there's been some instances where I've had to wait longer than I normally do to get an assignment. I don't mind because I've gotten over that a long time ago. I am now a professional waiter. I just don't get any tips. So anyway, I'm going to be going home. So they're deadheading me, deadhead movement notification from Grafton to Belleville, Illinois, where I live. And this is in an effort to, not because there's no, I could get another assignment and probably drive to North Carolina or some other place far away from home that would make it difficult to get there. But I have an appointment on Monday. Actually, I've got 2 appointments now, thanks to my wife. I've got 2 appointments on Monday morning, and in order for them to ensure that I get home for the weekend to be available for that day off, they're sending me home today, which means 2 things. I'll have less miles for the week, but that's okay. I don't mind. It'd be great if they sent me home early every week. 4-day work week. I would love that, Monday through Thursday. Yeah, it'd be less miles and my paychecks would be smaller, but I'm okay with that. But I'm different. So this almost makes up for those weekends that I've been stuck out, going home today. Oh, I haven't calculated this. Let's see.
Home.
Because I
Messaging.
just got this message. I've already driven 214 miles this morning. I have 7 hours and 18 minutes left on my driving clock, and 9 hours and 47 minutes on my 14-hour clock. 7, 8, 9. So I got 2 hours and 20 minutes of doing nothing, no work, to where I can sit, where I can be doing my professional waiting job. I sit here, I wait to be unloaded, and then once that's done, then I'm back on the clock. Maverick Terminals, Madison, Illinois. And so I'm now asking my GPS to find the quickest route back home. Ooh, it's going to be close. Okay, I'm going to go with this one because it's faster and less miles. 6 hours and 41 minutes. Wow. That's going to be close. Because I've got... Let's see how this recalculates here once it gets done doing what it needs to do.
Proceed to the highlighted route.
644, and it's recalculating.
Proceed to the highlighted route.
So its final calculation, 6 hours and 39 minutes. So there is the chance, and let me show you the route that it wants me to take. And it's rather straight. Well, kind of. So you can see, and yeah, I'm not going through Chicago. I could go through Chicago and I think save maybe 7 miles, but it'll take me over an hour to get through Chicago, so that would kill my time. So sometimes I sacrifice miles in order to make up time. 718, 639, 640, so yeah. I'm going to have to be extremely efficient on my work time unloading this load and not wasting time driving home. If this other truck has got a couple more boxes that they're loading on it, and then it's all me, and the guy seemed nice. I have the impression that I'm going to get unloaded quickly, maybe. So, because I would hate to be 30 minutes shy of making it to the Madison yard and having to stay the night so I can drive another half an hour. But sometimes I just have my spouse come pick me up. So we'll see how this goes. Right now, I am very excited. No matter how this works out, this is a plus.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother...
I'm backed in. I just got into my truck. They were unloading. I even got my GoPro out to film me backing in. But when the time comes, you know, it's like, oh, truck's pulling out, my turn to pull in, completely forget. So I was going home, but now I'm not. So we'll see what happens. I think what's in the works is a DOT physical or an actual load assignment. Maybe they forgot today was Wednesday. But we shall see. Right now I'm just guessing. The reason I say DOT physical is because they called me right before I arrived here to let me know that my DOT physical was due, which it is not. It is October, 1 year after I received my last DOT physical, and my current expiration date on my DOT card is October 16th of 2017. I am on a CPAP machine. I know my first DOT physical was for only 1 year. And when I've got this most recent DOT physical last year, he was only going to give it to me for 6 months because he needed my CPAP results. But I had brought that with me, and it was in his folder. He just didn't see it. So I pointed that fact out to him. He's like, oh, okay, perfect. And he went ahead and filled out my DOT certificate and medical form. I was surprised to see it was for 2 years, but I wasn't going to say no. Maybe he filled it out wrong. I don't know. Gives you a lot of confidence in how the process works. So anyway, it sounds like, even though I mentioned that my physical was good to my company, they got back with me and let me know that they, because of the CPAP, which wasn't in our previous conversations, they want to have a DOT physical accomplished again. So I don't know if this is a Maverick rule, a Department of Transportation rule, one of those two things, and either way, I will comply because I have no choice. The only choice other than not getting the DOT physical is getting another job. So, I mean, yeah, there's always choice. It's kind of crazy how they're unloading this with one single strap from the center of these bundles of slippery bar, but I guess that's how they do things. So my truck is shaking a little bit more than normal. And you might be able to tell it is raining again. So we will see what happens here. I'm not exactly sure what they have planned, but I'm a professional waiter, so it doesn't bother me. Well, it's 1:47 and I'm still at where I delivered. So we'll see what happens next. Once I receive that new message, whenever it comes across, I've been the good thing with this new TransFlow mobile app, which will, from what I understand, in the future become the Maverick mobile app, we will then understand and see. That sounded strange. We will have the ability to send and receive messages similar to what we do on the OmniTrax, but straight through the application. So it almost, right now I don't have the options to send macros and specific pre-designed messages, which I guess is a capability that will happen in the future. And which will be neat. As you can see, it's still raining, and once I get the neat thing about the application is even like right now, after a certain amount of time with the truck off, the OmniTrax turns off, and it'll cycle through and back on every once in a while, but it's off more than it is on when your truck is off. And the good thing is with the TransFlow mobile app, I'm able to receive messages like when my assignment does come, it'll actually appear on my phone before it would on the OmniTrax anyway. So I will know to go ahead and turn on my truck, turn on the Omnitrax, which isn't necessarily needed because I get all the specific load information off of my phone. So once I get that message, in fact, my Omnitrax just popped on by itself again, so just waiting for the new work assignment. We'll see how this works out. There's, I guess, in the area that I currently am at, there's 4 trucks, and I'm number 2 on the list to receive a work assignment. It's pretty amazing. So, we will see if, as you can see, everything's on now, and wrong one. Message.
You have 6 hours and 10 minutes
I know how much time I
remaining.
got. You don't gotta tell me. You're not my real mom. Messages is what I need. We are working on, and they send that every once in a while just to let the drivers know we are still thinking of you. The Omnitrax isn't broken. See, here's a message. So Omnitrax isn't. You don't have a work assignment, and your Omnitrax hasn't received it yet. This is to let you know that everything's working. Because I used to question that. There were times where the Omnitrax would actually not communicate, and my outbox messages would get stuck in there for like 45 minutes to 2 hours sometimes. And but I learned early on that, phone call, hey, I'm unloaded, I'm empty, my message is stuck in my outbox, I want to let you know so you could send me a new work assignment. And they would. So, and oftentimes they would call me and let me know, hey, Omnitrax is, there's a hiccup in it right now, so I'm just giving you the information you need over the phone. So, but with the new mobile app, everything's a lot better. At least that's my experience. Now, this is those 2 things. That's a whole new story. I've heard of having bugs in new electronic pieces of equipment, but this, though it has enabled me to go through all tolls without a hassle, like my previous pre-pass. This is called the Best Pass, and I think there's another name for it, but I want to say that hopefully they work out the bugs really soon, because I think I hit every way station. Hey, you gotta come on in and get checked out. It's like, seriously? Before it was like, hey, pass us by. Now it's come on in. So I know it's supposed to be helping us bypass more way stations, but that is not the case right now. Maybe in the near future, after they get the kinks out, they need to bust out the iron and smooth that out. There's a few kinks in that tablecloth. Anyway, going back to make myself a sandwich or a snack while I wait. Because maybe I'll call this the professional waiter, but it's been a really good assignment. Yesterday I drove over 600 miles, and today, I don't know what I'll get today. I've only got 6 hours left, so a potential of 500 miles today. Well, actually it won't be a potential of 500, because I've still got to go somewhere and get loaded and then proceed. And that next shipper is going to eat up part of my 6 hours that I have remaining. So really I've only got, potentially, if I were to receive an assignment right now, about 450 mile potential for today is my estimate. So we'll see what happens. Well, it's like 5:30, no load, and we'll see what we get in the morning. I'm at a truck stop. Hello, pilot.